glamorous moments of my life.
It's magic.
Now, Evelyn, do you want to learn how to cook from Meghan Markle?
No.
Are saying that Meghan Markle is being completely ignored by the executives there. What's going on?
Okay, so since Meghan's show flopped, bosses at Netflix have been quiet about their ongoing partnership.
With Love, Meghan has dropped in what can only be described as the most nauseating, insufferable load of nonsense. Actually, it gave me the ick, quite frankly. And no surprises, it's been a flop with an 11% rating from viewers, falling behind wrestling and sitcoms on Netflix.
Seriously, I don't know who the target audience for this thing is. And by thing, I'm not referring to her, I'm referring to the program. I'm not sure who the target audience is. I can promise you, Andrew, that it's not me.
Shock of a week for Meghan following the release of her Netflix series. This was the reaction on Gogglebox.
Meghan as in Meghan Markle.
That's the one.
I don't like her.
Yeah, is this seriously her house?
Yeah, I assume so.
This isn't my house.
Wait, what?
It's not even her house.
What happens when a royal fairy tale turns into a Hollywood nightmare? Meghan Markle thought she was building her empire with Love, Meghan, a Netflix series that promised to show the world the real her, warm, relatable, and effortlessly chic. But instead, it became a masterclass in how to lose the spotlight. From brutal reviews to a CEO's ruthless decision, this is the story of how Meghan's grand reinvention crashed and burned, leaving her fighting to stay relevant. Let's dive into the drama that has everyone talking. Meghan's vision was bold from the start. She wasn't just making a show, she was crafting a legacy. With Love, Meghan was pitched as her ticket to becoming the next Martha Stewart, a blend of cooking, gardening, and heartwarming friendships wrapped in a glossy Montecito glow. Netflix saw dollar signs, dropping a cool $12 million to bring her dream to life. The promise? An intimate look at Meghan's world, complete with organic berries, cozy vibes, and just a hint of royal sparkle. Fans were ready for something raw and real, a chance to see the woman behind the headlines. But things started unraveling faster than a poorly baked cake. Behind the scenes, chaos was brewing. Production hit snag after snag, delays piled up, scripts were scrapped, and the budget ballooned to over $18 million. Why? Insiders say Meghan ran the set like a royal court, obsessing over every detail, from the shade of candlelight to the placement of heirloom tomatoes. One source called it, filming inside an Instagram filter, with Meghan approving every frame. Veteran producers were sidelined, their expertise ignored as she demanded rewrite after rewrite. The result was a show that felt more like a control freak's fever dream than a heartfelt story. And the worst was yet to come. When with Love, Meghan hit test audiences, the reaction was brutal. Viewers didn't just dislike it, they cringed. The show scored a measly 33% from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, with audiences dragging it down to a jaw-dropping 20%. Words like staged, emotionless, and narcissistic flooded the reviews. The rustic farmhouse. Not Meghan's. The beehives and jam jars. Props, not passions. Fans felt duped, expecting a peek into her real life but getting a polished ad for a lifestyle no one believed she lived. One reviewer summed it up, it's like watching an influencer try to cry on cue. The betrayal stung, and the backlash was about to hit Netflix hard. Inside Netflix's sleek offices, panic set in. This wasn't just a flop, it was a multi-million-dollar embarrassment. The show was supposed to be a cultural moment, but it was tanking faster than a reality show from 2005. Whispers reached the top, landing on the desk of co-CEO Greg Peters, a man who rarely steps into creative messes. He didn't just glance at the numbers, he dissected them. Plummeting viewership, sky-high bounce rates, and a PR storm that wouldn't quit. Peters saw a disaster that couldn't be salvaged, and in a move that shocked even insiders, he pulled the plug. Even with a second season already shot, Netflix said no more. But Meghan wasn't going down without a fight. Reports claim Meghan was blindsided, left reeling by the cancellation. In a flurry of desperate calls, she pleaded with Netflix to reconsider, insisting the failure wasn't her fault. She pointed fingers at their weak promotion and even hinted at cultural bias behind the cold shoulder. But Netflix wasn't buying it. The damage was done, and the streamer's executives were already distancing themselves from the radioactive fallout. For Meghan, this wasn't just a professional blow, it was personal, a stark reminder that her Hollywood star might be fading. And her next move wasn't looking any brighter. Meghan's lifestyle brand, Ever, once called American Riviera Orchard, was supposed to be her goop moment, a curated empire of jams, candles, and wholesome charm. But it stumbled out of the gate. The name changed abruptly, confusing fans, and Meghan made a rookie mistake, launching without securing a trademark. The internet pounced, branding experts gasped, and her limited-release jam stunt, sent only to A-listers, backfired as a tone-deaf flex. Tied to the show's failure, Ever became a symbol of her crumbling ambitions, stuck in a haze of legal drama and bad press. The empire she dreamed of was looking more like a mirage. Then came the deeper cracks. Meghan's half-brother publicly called out her rags-to-riches story, claiming her tales of a tough childhood were more fiction than fact. Add to that the growing buzz about her contradictions. She and Harry left royal life for privacy, yet chased every spotlight from bombshell interviews to Netflix deals. Fans started to squint, rumors swirled that Meghan wasn't the relatable queen she claimed to be. Was she still clinging to her royal title while trashing the monarchy? The question lingered, fueling speculation that her carefully curated image was unraveling faster than she could control. So, where does Meghan go from here? With Love, Meghan didn't just flop, it exposed a brutal truth: you can't fake authenticity. The public isn't buying the glossy, overproduced version of Meghan anymore. Netflix has pulled back, Spotify already cut ties, and Hollywood's whispering that her name no longer sparks buzz, it sparks caution. Her empire is wobbling, her credibility is bruised, and the spotlight she fought for is dimming. Can Meghan rewrite her story, or is this the end of her Hollywood reign? One thing's clear, in a world that craves real over royal, Meghan's next move might be her last chance. What do you think? Can she turn this around, or is the curtain closing? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation going.